Hello everybody, this is Jagry here, and today I would like to discuss some aspects of new Covenant Summon Portal, and we're gonna review some of the new heroes. So if we just look and dive into briefly, we can see some old heroes like Karta, Nautica, Diochan, Scoria, Fungastine, and we have Gwyn. So only this little guy is the new one here, and before talking about in detail, I can say that he is looking like the superior version of the Matilda, who was one of the featured heroes in Halloween Portal. So you can see that he is from Holy Element and at average speed. And let's look at the specials, and deals 350% damage to all enemies. Damage bypasses target's minions. All enemies receive 372 burn damage over 3 turns. All enemies take 50% increased damage from burn and poison status ailments for 3 turns, which is similar to Matilda's special. But we can say that Matilda is almost 2 years old, and she probably gonna have a costume in the upcoming portal. So this is looking like pretty awesome hero. The only good part is if you consider about the game, which is evolving into the minions and fiends direction, I can say that this his special is looking really handy, which bypasses the minions. Imagine about, I can say that this is something like a Diochan killer, somehow similar to it, and you can see that in his core the passive is giving some kind of poison damage for 3 turns, and which lowers the target's mana generation by minus 13% each turn. So you can see that this guy is pretty awesome, and if you are lucky enough to pull this guy, you can probably benefit from him because he's doing a proper damage to everybody in the team. And if we turn off this preview thing, you can see that his stats are not that bad, but with Alpha Limit Break and Master Talents, you can see that this guy is gonna be awesome. And as I said, he's damaging to all enemies and also giving status ailment. And also we need to emphasize that today many heroes have the status ailment protection, so this somehow can be a little bit tricky, but I still believe that he's gonna be doing awesome. Also, he's a sorcerer class member, and you can see that the superior talent is Master Delay. So he dropped the mana generation of the target by minus 50% for 2 turns. The target gets minus 20% attack for 2 turns. And if we look about the other things, we can say the Fungastine is new hero, and she was featured in Solstice Summon Portal, and we are familiar with her, so I don't believe that I have to talk about her. And if you look about the other heroes in here, you can see that these guys are the meta heroes. So in the current meta, people are chasing this one, and this portal is exactly looking like a money grabber thing for many slot players. And I personally have 3 of these heroes, and I'm not gonna do any pulls in this portal because I don't need these ones at the moment, and I'm just trying to go cheap to play, so I need to spend my gems smartly. And I just recommend you, if you have none of these heroes, this portal is definitely a go portal. I mean, you can do that because it also has an increased chance 1.6% for any pulls. But if you have at least 3 or 2 of these heroes, so you don't have to do that, because I believe that the Nautica is losing its importance due to the all family, and their passives are quite killing these guys because the mana generation and giving extra mana to nearby allies is not working anymore as it was because of the all family. And the Diochan is, she got a new costume buff and she got buffy minions, but I don't believe that she's just a perfectly game changer for me. This guy is like a question mark to me because I don't see him often in the raids or even in the wars, he's also just like a healer, so not a definitely game changer. In my opinion, the best heroes in this portal is like the Fungastine, and this guy is doing pretty awesome, but he need to be in alpha limit break statue, and you need the master talents given to him. Otherwise you cannot see his full potential, because he's not gonna kill everybody if he fires. But if he's at his max stats, you will definitely love this guy. Also, Diogen is pretty awesome, and this guy is looking also handy. I mean, if you are going to teach cheap to play, and if you don't have all these heroes, as I said, or at least two or three of them, you can do you can try a 10x pool or something like it. So good luck and all the best in your pools. Ciao.